real quick, tell us that you announced at CES a partnership with Nvidia. What is that about?
That is about building on top of Nvidia technology, the platform that allows companies to move from lots of experimentation to scale, because you've got to onboard models. You have to have a place to have your digital twins, the digital agents be trained, and you have to have the guardrails. And right now, companies are using a lot of tools, but they don't have that. It's super exciting. And then we're taking real use cases like in physical AI. We announced work we're doing together with Kion. Physical AI is what you're going to hear next year. I'm telling you right now, that is the next thing.
Physical AI.
Physical AI.
Write that down, Frank.
He's putting together gigantic deals like he's a business person. The Stargate is planning to build so many data centers, only $500 billion worth, that the stocks of Oracle, SoftBank, ARM Holdings, and Nvidia went through the roof. This morning on Walk the Street, Renee Haas, CEO of ARM, told me that Stargate could create tremendous demand for all data center equipment, especially high-end chips from Nvidia. To those who thought that there might not be enough customers, Nvidia's latest and greatest product, Blackwell?
The market capitalization of Santa Clara, California-based Nvidia Corporation is an astounding $3.4 trillion. The biggest semiconductor company in the world is Nvidia. Known for its groundbreaking contributions to accelerated computing, Nvidia's creation of the GPU transformed computer graphics and the PC gaming market. It also fueled the development of the metaverse in the current AI era. Nvidia has evolved into a full-stack computing business with products that are changing industries around the world. On Wednesday, February 19th, the semiconductor behemoth is anticipated to make its fourth quarter results public. Analysts predict that Nvidia would declare a profit of $0.79 per share ahead of the event, which would be an astounding 61.2% increase from the $0.49 per share reported in the same quarter last year. In addition, the business has outperformed Wall Street's earnings forecasts for each of the last 4 quarters. In the most recent quarter, its earnings per share, EPS, jumped 110.8% year over year to $0.78, surpassing analysts' projections by 11.4%. Nvidia is predicted to generate an EPS of $2.78 for the entire fiscal year 2025, a staggering 135.6% increase from $1.18 in the fiscal year 2024. Its earnings are anticipated to increase 43.2% year over year to $3.98 per share in fiscal 2026. Over the last 52 weeks, Nvidia's stock price has risen 136.7%, well above both the 25% increase in the S&P 500 index and the 17.9% return of the Technology Select Sector SPDR fund. So what implications does this have for Nvidia's stock? Let's explore that. But first, a big thank you to those of you who've stuck with us this far. Creating these videos takes significant effort and dedication, so if you're enjoying the content, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts on Nvidia stock in the comments. Your support truly helps us grow. Now, let's get back to the video.
It's been one of the greatest fool's games in history. Man, he was on his game yesterday.
It was interesting to see Musk reply to OpenAI's post yesterday saying, quote, they don't actually have the money. So there are some fissures in here somewhere.
He was talking about SoftBank in particular, right. And when you look at SoftBank and what they have on hand and everything else, they don't have the money. Something we can talk. Now, they have a lot of ARM.
Well,
if you want to sell some ARMs, then you can have the money.
And he will not be able to address that. But if we don't ask it, then we have not done our job.
Yeah, no, I can ask it if you don't want to. But David,
we're not on a commercial.
No, sorry. All right, but so that does raise a question. Listen,
but it's shocking.
The numbers are going to be extraordinary. We know that. We talk about it every day in terms of what needs to be built to continue to support the infrastructure that needs to be powering all of these AI models, whether they be the large language models or smaller models or whatever they may be, and then the agentic world that we're all entering. We just know the numbers are enormous. You want to be in the data center business right now. At some point, you may not want to be because perhaps some of this money will not go for a great return.
Right.
Everybody's running to do it, figuring out how to finance these things. Private equity, everybody's just, it's a gold rush. It continues, and you're seeing the numbers, which are extraordinary.
Well, had there been doubt in people's minds about NVIDIA, which is at the same price as it was in June, that NVIDIA may not have the orders it needs. Well, that was ended yesterday because obviously this team up would want everything it could. I also think that the whole sovereign nation kerfuffle that Biden put in at the last minute with 18 friends who can get NVIDIA, that's going to be just put aside. I don't think that there is any sense that there is any water being held by that particular stricture. And by the way, NVIDIA may be crucial in something that we hadn't thought of. The president wants a smaller trade deficit with China. One way to do it is to have them have all the NVIDIA chips they want, provided they're not used militarily. Now, you could argue, how could that ever be? I think this president is trying to get everybody's trade deficit to go to a surplus for us. And NVIDIA is the crucial way to do it. That has the most, it ain't soybean, is the real.
Yeah. Where is the balance, though, Jim, between reducing the trade deficit, boosting our exports, and maintaining some semblance of safety around AI?
Well, I mean, I went to Peter Navarro yesterday and haven't had a chance to. He's doing a lot of things, but Peter would be a leader on what's going to happen with the actual intellectual property, because he's taught me the idea that intellectual property is basically something you can't be trusted once you give it to China. But I would say that I come back as putting my hat on and say, all right, NVIDIA has not been able to break out since June. A lot of people feel the stock is over. And then you wake up this morning and you realize that Larry Ellison will take everyone he can have.
Yeah. I do wonder, Deirdre Bose has been doing reporting on this Chinese large language model or AI chatbot and the like, DeepSeek, which they say they have financed with a fraction of the money, that they do not have access, obviously, to the high-end compute that our AI players do, Anthropic, OpenAI, and on from there. And yet it's putting up numbers or performance numbers that are very similar. What is going on with that, and what does that mean? Nobody seems to have the answers.
When you are as visible with NVIDIA as I am, you're like a magnet. Someone came up to me with a very well-capitalized outfit saying, look, we've got something that goes 10 times faster than NVIDIA. And I said, well, that's terrific. I remember when Intel had the 386 and there were companies that had something that was 10 times faster, and I don't even know where those companies went to.
Right.
I think it's scale. I think it's the ability to be able to manufacture with 45 plants going on right now. And the idea of the payback, which seems to be left out of the equation all the time. How many times has Jensen Huang said the payback is 4-to-1 the moment you get Blackwell, versus my friend Michael Sembles yesterday, who's still talking about it being a big drag on free cash flow. I am a believer that you make money when you get a NVIDIA Blackwell. And that means it's got a valuable project.
The demand for semiconductor chips has been sharply rising globally as a result of AI's transformation of sectors, businesses, and nations, which has accelerated NVIDIA's top-line development. Following the publication of its outstanding Q3 results on November 20th, NVIDIA's stock prices saw a little increase throughout the trading session. Revenue from the company's data center reached a record $30.8 billion for the quarter, an incredible 112% increase over the same period last year. As a result, total revenues increased by 93.6% year over year to a record $35.1 billion. Additionally, NVIDIA's net income increased by 108.9% year over year to $19.3 billion, despite a considerable increase in R&D investment. With a midpoint top-line projection of $37.5 billion for Q4, which represents a strong 6.8% quarter-over-quarter increase in revenues, NVIDIA expects this growth to continue in the future quarters. Analysts are also still very optimistic about the stock's future. Overall, NVIDIA is rated as a strong buy by consensus. 36 of the 43 analysts that follow the stock recommend a strong buy, 3 recommend a moderate buy, and 4 recommend a hold. At 176 of 55, its mean price estimate is 25.4% higher than the going rate. To stay informed about the latest developments from NVIDIA and the ever-changing stock market, consider subscribing to our investing tutorial channel. We provide daily updates on significant market shifts and key catalysts, so hit that subscribe button to ensure you never miss crucial information. We'd love to hear your thoughts on NVIDIA stock, so please share your opinions in the comments below. Now let's dive into today's video.
much of this money, you can consider this free money for Nvidia. They are the real winner here. It's not the other companies that are making this announcement with President Trump. Nvidia is going to get a big chunk of these enormous piles of cash that we keep talking about. And yes, Elon Musk, by the way, he's built his own full tech stack in a really rapid amount of time at that Colossus Center outside of Memphis, Tennessee. And we're seeing now OpenAI come out with its own answer to that. Not just one center, but they're talking about multiple of these big supercomputer clusters throughout the United States, starting in Texas, which, to Kate's point, this has already been in the works. They're already constructing that first Stargate data center right.
Over 2 years have gone by since the disruptive artificial intelligence, AI megatrend gained momentum, which was symbolically signaled with the introduction of OpenAI's groundbreaking ChatGPT product. Since then, the AI revolution has moved quickly, and demand for sophisticated AI applications across industries is expected to soar in 2023 and 2024. Because of this change, businesses are depending more and more on reliable data centers that can handle the processing power needed by the sophisticated algorithms. The data center industry has grown significantly as AI has become more prevalent. Infrastructure spending has skyrocketed because to the demand for bigger, more effective, and scalable data processing and storage capacities. The growth of this technology is now greatly aided by data centers, which house the potent servers required for AI workloads. Since data centers mostly depend on state-of-the-art semiconductors to provide the speed, efficiency, and power required to process enormous volumes of data in real time, the rise in demand for data center capacity is a major factor driving semiconductor stocks. Leading GPU manufacturer Nvidia has long been utilized to improve computer experiences, especially in PC gaming. With Nvidia offering both AI-focused GPUs and its Q-Day software platform for AI model construction and training, GPUs have grown increasingly important for artificial intelligence applications over time. Additionally, the business is growing its data center networking solutions, which allow GPUs to collaborate effectively to manage challenging workloads. Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your input helps create a more knowledgeable community where we can all learn and grow together in the world of investing. Stay up to date with the latest market trends, insights, and key updates by subscribing to Investing Tutorial. We're here to help you make smarter investment decisions and stay ahead of the curve.
One who you've admired is Jensen Huang of Nvidia. You famously on CNBC called the bottom, I think.
There you go.
It's already had, though, a huge run-up. Was one of the best performing stocks in the market last year. Is it still the darling that you always thought?
It is. It is. I'm pounding the table every
More
time.
runway. You don't worry about the fact that at some point the acceleration in growth slows down.
It won't. Not for the foreseeable future. And there are upside opportunities if we just take robots and robotics, which people start to talk about. The two leading companies in the world are the Elon Musk companies and Nvidia when it comes to next generation robotics. And those are markets that are enormous. Are they 3 years out, 5 years out, 7 years out? Don't know. But it will happen in a very profound way. And there are only a couple companies that are the leaders in the world. And it's Nvidia, and it's Elon and his circle of wonderful companies.
Anyone out there in the market that you don't think is being appreciated right now, that is on the leading edge?
I think Oracle, for a long time, we talked about it, was underappreciated. It's more appreciated today, but it's still underappreciated, I think, in many ways. When you have Larry Ellison going to work every day, doing algorithms around AI, computation, thinking about the implications for health, I would continue to bet big on Larry.
The stock price of Nvidia recovered 146% in the last 12 months alone, indicating that the company had a spectacular FY 2024. Even though bears contend that the benefits of the growing demand for GPUs in data center applications have mostly been realized and are priced in, Nvidia keeps entering new areas to increase its TAM and spur growth. The business is collaborating with IQVIA to use its DGX cloud capacity and patented AI foundry services to create unique AI models and agentic platforms for clinical trials. Additionally, as part of its BioNeMo platform for AI-driven drug discovery, it unveiled GenMol, a new foundation model for goal-directed molecular production. Furthermore, NVIDIA is collaborating with the ARC Institute to develop large-scale foundation models for biology using NVIDIA DGX cloud infrastructure and BioNeMo. Nvidia's Clara toolkit and Illumina's sequencing platforms will be combined in a cooperation to increase the usefulness and accessibility of genomics. Another collaboration with the Mayo Clinic will use Nvidia DGX Blackwell to speed up AI-driven digital pathology and use Cosmos for multimodal vision to gain a deeper understanding of biology. Through its Holoscan healthcare AI robot platform, Cosmos Nematron vision language models, and Omniverse for building physics-aware virtual worlds for robot training, the company is developing physical AI capabilities. Management of Nvidia has thoroughly discussed its new healthcare opportunity during the 43rd annual JP Morgan Healthcare Conference. Here is what they said. The healthcare sector has grown to be worth $10 trillion, and a significant amount of that money is spent on procedures, hospitals, and labs. Additionally, we continue to face a severe labor shortage of 10 million to 15 million to 20 million workers. AI is useful. AI will assist by delivering AI agents that can function as knowledge workers on your behalf. They may take the shape of delivery robots, which would relieve nurses of the task of carrying linens to another room. They will transform into all shapes. As I mentioned, AI factories will serve as the foundation for this digital intelligence. Intelligence is produced after data is received, models are developed and improved, and agents are put together. On the list of the top semiconductor stocks to purchase for the AI boom, Nvidia comes in first place overall.